What's up, nail geeks? I am back for a second video today with Glam Polish's NOLA collection. These are inspired by the city of New Orleans, and we have 10 really vibrant, lovely shades. Kind of makes me want to think about more summer vibes with this set. So let's dive right into the swatches. First up is I Want to Be Loved by You. This is a teal crelly with shifting iridescent flakes, aurora shimmer, and metallic glitter mix. So the base to this one is definitely what I consider a teal. It's very vibrant, very lovely, and this has a very crelly formula, but in my opinion, I think it leans with a bit more of a heavy sort of jelly feel to it. Now for opacity, I'm going to suggest between 2 and 3 coats, depending on the length of your nails and how you polish. Dry time on these are excellent as well. So if you choose to go in normal and polish like myself, especially on the second coat, I had no problems with just waiting a few minutes and then going in with a glossy top coat and no smudging or anything like that. Now this is packed full of glitter and flakes here. It's very, very lovely. I didn't really have a problem in terms of texture for any of these, but I am using a somewhat older top coat, so it's a touch more gloopier. So just wanted to throw that out there to consider what top coat you finish off with these. And next is Crescent City. This is a bright blue crelly with shifting iridescent flakes, aurora shimmer, and a glitter metallic mix. So again, these are all 10 polishes in this set, have very, very similar formulations to them and pretty much very similar glitter mixes and iridescent flake mix. With the shimmer, it's just that the base colors are different in each one, in my opinion. Now, Crescent City is probably my top pick in this set. Okay, no surprise there, but it is a very vibrant medium blue, and I love blues like this. They're just so popping and just very, very flattering. Now for opacity on Crescent City, I'm going to suggest 2 coats as well. If you polish thin, I would strongly suggest going in for a 3rd coat on most of the polishes in this set. It's going to depend on how you polish, but if you apply similar to myself, I think 2 coats is perfect. And next is Let the Good Times Roll. This is a bright orange crelly with shifting iridescent flakes, aurora shimmer, and metallic glitter mix. So again, similar vibes going on with this one, just a different base color. And this is such a pretty orange. I really like this specific shade. I like oranges like this that are light. They're really heavily flirting with being a neon, and they're more like a true orange with a bit of a white undertone to them. These are my personal favorite types of this shade, and I think the flakes in this one really pop very well against it. And I almost want to say this is another polish that reminds me of my school colors with the blue and the orange vibes going on here. Now this one has a touch heavier of a formula to it, so I think 2 coats for the most part for most are going to be perfect on this one. I really can't see many needing to go to a 3rd coat. Of course, if you polish very, very thin, perhaps that might work. And next is the Big Easy. This is a coral crelly with shifting iridescent flakies, aurora shimmer, and metallic glitter mix. Now, I do agree this one is coral, but I think in my opinion, this has a very strong pink undertone with it. So just wanted to throw that out there in case this one gets skewed on different monitors. I don't think it will. I just feel like colors like this typically play pretty nice when I'm watching on my phone and double checking on my PC, but just wanted to throw that out there. Again, similar formula to this one as well. It's got that crelly, but somewhat leaning more of a jelly side, and the flakes and everything pop very, very well. You'll get this pond effect in between your layers if you choose to wear it between 2 or 3 coats, and that's across the board for all 10 polishes in this set. So again, finish off with a glossy top coat, as this one, along with the other 9, they all dry down quite flat. Again, not so much textured as the glitters are quite small, but I'm going to suggest a good glossy top coat. And next is Joie De Vivre. This is a fuchsia crelly with shifting iridescent flakes, aurora shimmer, and metallic glitter mix. I love this type of pink. It's like a Barbie pink. It's very neon sort of leaning, but it's got this very cool undertone in person. Very, very pretty. And again, we have that lovely crelly sort of formula with it. Easy to build up. I just love pinks like this. Every time I'm grocery shopping or doing things that have nothing to do with nail polish, I always find myself in the mainstream nail polish aisle. And if I see colors like this, like pinks like this, I always grab it. It's the polish collector in me, I guess you could say. And this color is just so flattering. I love, love, love pinks, and I really like these for my toes as well. And next is Fat Tuesday. This is a bright lavender curly with shifting iridescent flakes, aurora shimmer, and again, metallic glitter mix. So I do agree, this is definitely a very vibrant lavender in person, especially when you build it up. It's very popping. It almost borders on being this very strong, vibrant pastel sort of purple. Really nice. And again, we've got the pond effect from the glitters and the flakes. So this one has a touch of a lighter formula, similar to the previous one I showed you guys. And Fat Tuesday almost has this unicorny sort of vibe with that type of purple. I typically think of unicorns when I see pastel sort of shades like this. Really nice, and the flakes give off that strong iridescent effect. And next is Who Dat. This is a white curly with shifting iridescent flakes, gold flakes, aurora shimmer, and metallic glitter mix. So, of course, we've got another white curly in this collection, and I think Glam Polish does them very, very well. I particularly like how the iridescent flakes and the gold flecks in this one really pop very well against that base color. I do think this type of white base is a stark white in person. It's more of this cool toned sort of white, and it's got a bit of a very, very soft dove gray undertone in person. So I think the video is kind of warming it up overall, but definitely when it's in front of you, you'll see it's got this just somewhat cooler toned sort of white appearance to that base color. Now again, no issues with texture or anything like that, and going in with a glossy top coat sealed everything up. Now I think this one's a bit thicker in terms of formula, so I thought 2 coats was perfect, and I do think that a 3rd coat might be overkill. And next is Go Tigers. This is a bright yellow curly with shifting iridescent flakes, aurora shimmer, and again, metallic glitter mix. This is a lovely, lovely bright yellow. It's what I would consider very heavily flirting with being a neon, especially when you see it in person. And it's got that application type of this more dense sort of feel like a typical neon polish does, in my opinion. So in person, I'm looking at the bottle right now in front of me. Again, this is a very vibrant yellow, but it could be because of the glitter mix in here, but I do think there is the slightest bit of a green undertone to this one. So limey sort of yellow is probably how I would classify this one. And it plumps up really nice and builds up very well. So again, I think 2 normal coats on this one is perfect. Finish off with a glossy top coat and you'll be good to go. I think this is one of those colors that is really going to pop very well against medium and deep skin tones. And next we have TREME. This is a bright orchid curly with shifting iridescent flakes, aurora shimmer, and metallic glitter mix. So bright orchids like this are another one of my favorite shades. I just think they're so flattering, especially if you have warmer undertones, as this is very vibrant, but it's very cool toned in person. So pops very, very well against warm tones like myself. And again, for opacity, I think 2 to 3 coats is going to be perfect on this. For the most part, if you are watching the pattern that I'm swatching with on this video, I think going in lightly just to kind of build that foundation for your first coat, and then go in normal to somewhat heavy depending on your typical type of application for your second coat, plumps these out really well. So for the most part, I think 2 coats across the board is going to be perfect. But again, strongly going to suggest a glossy top coat to finish these ones off, and you'll get that really popping effect from the iridescent flakes. And lastly, we have Throw Me Something Mister. This is a bright green curly with shifting iridescent flakes, aurora shimmer, and metallic glitter mix. So this is a very limey, slimy, wonderful sort of neon green, in my opinion. This is that type of neon green that is, when I say slimy, I mean that it's a true sort of vibrant green, and it's got that white undertone to it. Very, very lovely. And again, here, this one also pops excellent with the iridescent flakes. And the touch of shimmer here is also very nice. So really wonderful neon green. I think this is one of those base colors that doubles really well for those spooky vibes, but also for those summery neon vibrant nail vibes too. So again, I went in light and then normal on that second coat. You can see just how well it built up, and finish off with my typical glossy top coat. And I'm good and smooth and ultra glossy. Now, the NOLA collection will release Friday, April 9th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I will link you guys below to Glam Polish's shop. And per usual, there is a promo for the first 72 hours of the launch. You can save 5% off all individual shades with the code NOLA5. Or you can save 10% off all full collections in the shop with the code NOLA10. There is also another duo that's going to be launching alongside with this release, the Interstellar Duo Shades. So I'm going to link the Glam Polish Facebook group if you guys want to see swatches for those. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.